close Albion. This. All right. So what are you doing? What are you doing so out early out of school today?
Well, I mean, our school gets out at 2, so, and it's 3, so, I mean, I got
Oh
home,
shit.
yeah, I got home about like 30 minutes ago, and I just kind of grabbed something to eat, and now I'm just ready, here with you.
Hmm.
So, yeah, we start at 7, and then we end at 2.
All right. Uh, Let me check out over here. Oh, where's this fucking shit? I had it right here. Okay. Rift kit. Alrighty. So just to kind of take you through everything, you'll understand why it took me so long there.
No, it's fine.
Once you see my screen.
Alright.
Now you can see my tabs.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty. So this is what we have over here. We have a jungle main secondary, 80 main secondary jungler,
Yeah.
right? Um, right off the get go, there's a couple of problems here, right?
Yeah.
Like Jinx, not a bad champion. There's for what you want to do with hyper carry late game, and have the capacity to just assassinate.
Yeah.
There's a couple better options, right? Twitch again, not bad, but super immobile. Kaisa, well, she'll scales, but you gotta be careful on the early. But she can reposition super good. Let's see more stats. I'm like, do you take Twitch jungle? Is that what you're playing?
Yeah, normally, I played like Twitch jungle, and I got counterpicked a lot of it. Like, they picked Kha'Zix one game, and he invaded me all game long, and well, not all game, but enough to like shut me down early game, so I couldn't really do much late game. I did play him a couple times, in like ranked flex as AD carry, and I mean I did pretty good, but and then for like the other champions like support, I did start off the season maining support in mid, but and then I just decided I was gonna be playing AD carry around like the beginning of last month. No, the beginning of February. That's what it was.
So you're in between swamping roles, huh?
Yeah, I know I'm sticking the AD carry from now on, and I just want to grow from here.
All right. And jungle secondary, right?
Yeah.
So looking at your ranks, right? 80 carry last 20 games. 75% and 47% win rate, 50% in the jungle, right? 21% of the time that you take it.
Yeah.
So we're gonna talk about a couple of things, right? So I'm not gonna try to reinvent the the black thread or anything. Instead, I'm just gonna take what works and what the people are doing right now. So we're gonna start here. All right. So let's look at the champions here, right?
Mhm.
For jungle and AD carry, I just want to call your attention to them, and you're gonna start seeing a pattern. Lucian, Elise, Jarvan, Ezreal, Kalista, Elise, Bane, Jarvan, Rek'Sai, Ashe, Jarvan, Lucian, Kalista, Gragas, Ezreal, Rek'Sai, Lucian, Rek'Sai, Jarvan, Kaisa, Ashe, Rek'Sai, Jarvan, Lucian. This is what went bot. Victor, Jarvan, Elise, Bane, Lucian, Rek'Sai, Ezreal, Jarvan, Kalista, Kha'Zix, and then we have Olap's Kog'Maw, and then we have Rek'Sai, Lucian again. Surprise. Bane with an Olaf.
So it's just
And another
it's
Lucian.
a lot of Lucian, Vayne, and Callista, and then
There you go.
whenever for jungle it's either Elise and Jarvan.
Yeah.
And Rek'Sai.
And Rek'Sai. And Ashe in response to Lucian and Callista if you're not playing Callista.
Yeah. Now I do have one thing with Callista. I started picking her up and like tried playing her, and then one of like the people that I do play with, that's kind of he got like plat. I think it was plat 4 last season, because he was the one who got me into league and everything like that, and I basically listened to him when it comes to like I guess a tier list. I don't know if I should be following a tier list or should I don't know, that kind of stuff. He said that I shouldn't just play Callista because she's just a bad AD carry overall. But I mean
Interesting.
I would know.
I mean, I think the Koreans disagree with him in the LCK, but hey, we're all entitled to our own opinion.
Yeah.
Not saying it's right, but
Yeah,
I don't know. Have you read the patch notes for 9.7?
No, I haven't.
So, see, this is what you got to do. Here you go, just so that you can kind of get them. If you read the patch notes for 9.7, which I'm going to just give you a heads up on that, and it's going to put you ahead of your game, I'm going to show you a couple things, and you're going to be like, this is just disgusting. All right. So, Kayle, they just busted her kneecaps. Urgot, they kind of nerfed them. Azir, little okay boof. It's all right for him.
Yeah,
Cho'Gath.
I noticed Urgot jungle's now a thing.
Yeah, it's probably going to not be a thing anymore. But you see, I want you to call your attention. So, tank, Cho'Gath, 2-second cooldown on Q. Pretty significant. Mundo, flat damage of the target's current health from 15 to 20 level 1. That's very big.
Jesus.
Yeah, and Mundo's broken. They have double AP. You pick Mundo. Same thing for the Minimus bonus attack damage and Masochism with the E. The maximum, they just added 20 and 10. Garen, we're not even going to look at that because it's garbage. Leona, another tank. Getting a 1-second cooldown and 3-second cooldown and max rank. Lissandra, slight nerf, 4-second increase, and 1 second at max rank. Morgana, slightly the ability power went down and held regen from 0.6 to 0.4. Pyke, from 16 seconds on the Q to 14 seconds, and 8 at the end stays the same. The E, it increased by 0.15 seconds. Rumble, increase from the movement speeds from 10 to 20 in W, pretty significant. And the equalizer at max rank got 20-second reduction. So you're going to be having that every minute or less. Sylas got another nerf, right? The damage as well as the empowered. And the cooldown, a very big nerf here on the E from 12 to 18. This is where you kind of start seeing where they're taking the meta, right? Cinderhawk deals 300% bonus magic damage to minions and monsters. So if you're playing a tank in the jungle, you are gonna be clearing quick as hell.
I
know
they did nerf Darksteel.
Yeah, it's just meant so that like it's a greedy item, so you will lose gold unless you can make the best out of it instead of just like having it be in the end 100 gold lose.
Yeah.
I want you to read this real quick.
Oh, Jesus. Okay, all right.
Yep. That's not all. But wait, there's more. Domination on the Eyeball Collector This one got nerfed. You probably want to take Ghost Poro now or Zombie Ward, because every time you put a Ghost Poro now, it gives you Adaptive Force, and then it gives you 10 Adaptive Force after you have 10 times. So Zombie Ward, same thing. Clearing a ward grants 2 Adaptive Force, all to 10 times, max to 20. So you're going to win 30 Adaptive Force now with Zombie Ward and Ghost Poro. Pretty broken. Cut Down got nerfed, and you're going to understand why. I want you to look at this thing.
Huh. That's a little ridiculous. Okay. So those got buffed.
From 15 to 20% in Ultimate Hunter. So, we're going back to tank meta, man.
Yeah.
So, any champion that builds Bork is going to be strong in 9.7.
So basically, champions, it's gonna be like Lucian, obviously Callista.
Varus.
Yeah, I'm probably he's probably gonna be the next AD carry I'm buying, either him or Lucian. Because I don't have Lucian yet, and it's I don't know.
Yeah. So, you said your friend is platinum, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm challenger, so let's just use that.
Okay.
Let's get you some elo, right? And don't get hard stuck on platinum,
Yeah.
because platinum, like diamond, like everything else below that, is garbage. Just like diamond 1 is garbage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So from now on, I should probably be sticking to champions that will be building Borg.
That's kind of like where the meta is going to shift to. You know, you're going to have other things too, right? Something like Tristana as well as Saya will remain in the meta, but you have to pick and choose when to pick them if the other team is picking squishies, because you might even start seeing Sion Smith. Like the meta is like, have you played enough time to where it was like League of Thunderlord?
Yeah, I was here for Thunderlord. I was here like I had my other account and it got perma'd for the long reason.
Naughty boy, huh?
Yeah, it's a long story, but basically I was here since season 4. Actually, it was when Jinx came out, and that's when I decided that I was, gonna kind of stick to Jinx for a bit, and then
Okay.
I cut the mid and support, and then I just
So,
decided to get back.
but you kind of see where the meta is going, right? With what I'm telling you.
Yeah.
So, if you early pick a Tristana, they're just gonna build, because it's gonna be not League of Thunderlord. It's gonna be League of Demolition. Yeah. So you do that. You're gonna face a Sion mid with like an Ornn top,
Now,
an Alistar and a Sejuani, and well, good luck, man.
yeah. If their whole
Have
team
fun.
is squishy though, is it okay to pick Jinx? Because I don't wanna...
Why not pick Tristana instead? Like, and this is why. Okay. If you kill somebody, you can keep chasing with your resetting jump.
Yeah, sure.
In early game, you can not only wave clear, but you have death threat, you have self peel, you will have more range than any other carry in the game, and you have an escape. If you miss your sapper and your traps,
I'm screwed, yeah.
So why not just press one key away and
Yeah.
you're fine from the gank?
It's just like the reason why I like Jinx so much is that
She's your waifu.
well, yeah, basically that, and if the enemy team clumps up a lot, like the Runins plus the rocket splash damage is insane.
Yeah, have fun into the new meta with that.
Yeah, I probably in the new meta I'm definitely not gonna do that.
Yeah, especially if they're smart and like 2 or 3 of them.
Get a
But
Thornmail.
build like, don't even Thornmail, just Bramble Best. You're done.
Yeah.
You're done. So, I mean, sure, you can play her if you want to. I mean, but then let me ask you the next question. What's your objective for this season? How far do you want to get?
I wanna at least try to get plat. At
All right, man.
least, cause
I mean, if you want to get platinum, dude, we can do that. It's going to take some work. But, looking at your stats, it tells me that you got some good mechanics, right?
yeah,
You just don't know what you're doing in certain situations. So, pretty simple. The higher up you are, the more conservative you have to be. That means if you're an AD carry, right, and you're up here, you probably want to pick something like a Kalista because Kalista is good with everything,
yeah.
Sion, Ornn, Galio, Alistar, Tom Kench, shit, Morgana, anything you want. Possibilities are endless,
The only reason
right?
why, not the only reason. Now, when it, like whenever I would pick Callista, probably shouldn't pick her though if I have a really squishy support unless it's Morgana, because I don't want to like throw a Lulu in there. No, maybe a Lulu because of her knockup, but I don't want to just throw the squishy support in and then I mean yeah they would get knocked up, but what if they instantly kill her?
I mean,
I mean if you
if if
like throw a
if they're
tank
not gonna
support,
if they're not gonna do that, if they're going tank support, yes. If they're going a caster, you can just pick Tristana
yeah,
and scale your way. Third item Bork, you will be fine.
yeah,
See what I'm saying? You want to pick an immovable carry, pick one that actually works. Pick Kaisa, pick Varus.
yeah,
Be of use. I understand Jinx is cool,
yeah.
but and she was in the meta for a little bit. She's as dead as Karthus jungle.
Darn.
She's
All
gone.
right.
I mean, you can be like my friend Zhao, right? I'm gonna show you a little thing here. This is gonna probably make your day because I was talking to him, and I was talking to him because he wanted to improve, and he got some classes. He's actually right here. We have a couple more classes later. Actually, I sent it to him. Look at that. And then 9.7 happened, so he can stick to his fucking Lucian. I feel horrible.
Yeah.
So that's what it is for that, right? As you go down the compositions and in champion select, I want you to consider these questions. All right.
Okay.
This is gonna help you pick the better champion in the matchup. Same thing if you're in the jungle. First pick, probably better to pick a Jarvan, Rek'Sai. Something with Prio. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Now, who should I be banning? Like, who?
Just ban Silas. And next patch, just ban whatever AD carry you want to face. So, like, if you're going to play Kalista, ban Ashe.
Okay.
Ashe hits on Kalista and Lucian. Make sense?
Yeah.
All right. So, before we go into a game, I just want to show you a couple other things. Normally, should you choose to continue getting a couple more classes, what we can do is I will be giving you access to this, like Shovel. I just give you access to a bunch of resources for you to keep indefinitely, just so that we can keep on learning.
Okay.
If you actually trying to get to platinum, it will be kind of shitty if I just tell you, hey, let's practice this, and then next time we have to recover it. I spend time doing that instead of something else.
Yeah.
So what I like to do is like in here, as you can see, from a while back, I let you keep the resources that I give you, right? So We have theory like identity and purpose, the 3 phases of the game, prep, play, recover, the cycle of plays in League of Legends. This one is the one that you probably want, and this is probably the reason why I would recommend you getting a couple more classes, just so you can get access to this thing right here.
Yeah.
Commanding the minion wave, the art of minion manipulation. Minion basics, how the minions are going to behave, minion modifier, Baron buff, wave management and type of manipulation, freezing, you're not completely sure, you click on the video, boom, it just shows you.
Gosh, that's a lot. Yeah.
You see? Just kind of like showing you how to actually do it so that you can actually know if you're freezing, how you just like last it and stuff like that. Because, and you know, boom, and then you freeze, you get a good trade. Now he's at a disadvantage. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Freezing, how to set up a push, slow push from anywhere, reasons for freezing, slow pushing. Then we have reasons for slow pushing, a couple of the things over here as to how they're going to behave and the stuff that you have to consider, fast pushing, reasons for fast pushing, middle lane, and this is just like wave manipulation specifically for mid lane, but you can use it for something else. I mean, shit, if you want to start playing mid again, you can. It'll give you a bunch of timers and cool little stuff.
Yeah.
Side wave manipulation and statistic and vocabulary. So that's just kind of like a couple resources I give the people that like decide to actually get a couple classes with me, just so that you can actually get you to your next thing. So the next thing we can actually do is I do have a little bit of extra time, and I normally don't do this, but if you want to, we can do a live game and just kind of see where you're at.
Okay.
All right. Show me your moves.
Okay. All right. Let me do. Oh yeah, I'm already on League. All right.
I need to share. I need you to share your screen with me.
All right.
Yeah.